COVID is a nightmare for the whole world, even in Thailand. But Thailand did not give up on this nightmare. On the 25th of March, the government announced an emergency declaration to intercept and take control of the epidemic. At this time, orders were sent to every province in Thailand to find measures to prevent this disease as they saw appropriate. Phuket itself was aware of this issue from the government and therefore established measures and appointed a committee to control the disease by taking measures from soft to strong. Using these measures, we spent only 1 month in quarantine. The results of this were that we were able to control and stop the disease effectively, and now activities in Phuket are running to normal. We will be able to open routes by travel on land, water, air, and by mid-May for sure these will be open. COVID has fully restored Phuket, both in terms of nature and organising the management within the island of Phuket. As soon as everything is ready, you will find Phuket's impressive tourist atmosphere will be back again, whether it's the island's stunning nature or friendliness of the Phuket people. For now, we are ready to welcome everyone with open arms, both foreign tourists and domestic tourists. We invite everyone and thank you for visiting Phuket. At the beginning of 2020, the global pandemic of the new coronavirus begins all over the world. At that time, thousands of tourists from the countries that would become the main infection centers in the nearest future were visiting Phuket Island. After detecting the first coronavirus case, the Phuket administration decided to implement unprecedented security measures. National security forces began the phased closure of the island. Airport operations were suspended and all the hospitals on the island initiated an emergency operating mode. Phuket has all the chances to become a new global outbreak, but this did not happen. How is this possible to stop the virus in less than a month? Who was responsible for the decisions that were made at the time? And the main question, what will happen to Phuket after the pandemic? Watch our special journalist investigation.
Tourists from the USA, Spain, Italy, China, and in particular, guests from the city of Wuhan. What unites all these people? First, very soon, their countries will be in all news announcements with the maximum increase in coronavirus infection cases. Second, tourists from all of these countries are in Phuket at the beginning of 2020.
On the 21st of January, 4 people were admitted to the hospital in Phuket with suspicion of the COVID-19. However, the test showed negative results. The first confirmed case on the island was recorded on March the 20th. From this moment, the number of new patients grew every day. On the 9th of April, the maximum increase in cases was recorded in Phuket, 21 cases. To ensure maximum security, the authorities developed a 3-step roadmap to prevent the virus from spreading.
The Phuket administration faces a serious question. What containment measures should be implemented right now and what consequences these decisions will lead to? On March 30th, the Phuket government decided to completely close the land border of Phuket at the Tha Chat Chai checkpoint.
From this day only, cars with special passes can cross the checkpoint. Civilian traffic is completely stopped. The sanitary inspection services established a disinfection box for vehicles and all vehicles underwent special treatment. After COVID-19 spreading in Phuket, there were several orders announced from the Phuket province. One of the orders announced was to close the entrance to the checkpoint. Citizens and tourists cooperated and no one broke the rules. On the 10th of April, the government takes the next important step. Phuket International Airport was suspended and all operations were ordered to stop. One of Thailand's busiest airports stopped all arriving and departing flights. The airport suspension and maintenance operations are led by the general manager of the airport. Due to the COVID-19 outbreak in Phuket, the government had announced that Phuket Airport will be closed for aircraft takeoff and landing operations. Phuket Airport has taken this opportunity to maintain the runway, which we have used heavily in the past. We cleaned painted lines and maintained the international terminal and domestic terminal. We also cleaned the chairs, elevators, escalators, and everything else that we stopped using. Then we rechecked and inspected our staff to be ready to stop operations after the government announced that we can open again shortly. For our support headquarters, we have sent 5 sets of thermocouples to the Phuket Airport in order to increase security measures. Phuket Airport is 100% ready for operations. Don't worry or be afraid to travel to Phuket. Right now, we have prepared the areas and facilities to welcome back passengers after the COVID-19 ends. We emphasize using alcohol to clean public areas every day as our routine. The passengers can be confident they will return to an absolutely safe Phuket International Airport after the end of the COVID-19 epidemic. We will also keep social distancing on each checkpoint in accordance with measures published by the Ministry of Public Health. Phuket is ready to welcome all tourists. The nature in Phuket was restored. It's amazing. We would like to welcome everyone to enjoy Phuket's beauty.
Despite the suspension of flights, the airport management and staff continue to work. Renovation of the runway and disinfection of the premises begin. At the same time, the airport continues evacuation flights for citizens of different countries.
Not only Phuket Airport has suspended all operations. One after another, the largest air hubs around the world suspended regular flights. At the same time, many airlines continue to evacuate citizens who have remained abroad. Passengers of the evacuation flight to Milan shared their feelings with us. They spent most of the epidemic in Phuket, and not all of them were in a hurry to return home.
My time was nice because the state of Thailand was really nice with us. And we had a lot of possibility to leave. I prefer stay here because Italy, is worse.
But we come every year in December and do return in April. And this year with the COVID, we stay just a little more time. The COVID is good in Phuket. We stay very well. We live in Alamanda, in Laguna Phuket, and very good, the situation.
I want to thank all the Thai people because they're very nice with us. We respect you, and we like these people. We like your country, we like the island, so it's okay. For me, everything is okay.
The government, together with the provincial police department, is taking the next major step to contain the coronavirus infection in Phuket. The mass media announcement that on April 13, movement between all districts of Phuket will be blocked. The police department creates a map of checkpoints that will block the main transport routes of the island.
The largest number of cases of infection were recorded in 2 areas in Phuket. In Patong, 86 people were infected, and in Bang Tao, 64 cases were recorded. Checkpoints began operating in every Phuket district. The key points were in Patong, Karon, and Chontalai. Patong is now much better than before because the entrepreneurs, hotels and restaurants were very cooperative. Everyone knows what to do. We can see that when we closed the city, things changed. In the government departments there were many improvements, and with the road scenery. Not just Patong Beach, but many other beaches were the same. Checkpoints were organized by the joint efforts of the local administration and police departments, also with the city hospitals. At each checkpoint, representatives of the authority, national security forces and doctors were on duty day and night. After finding all 8 patients, we went to process with the quarantine and checkups to prevent and control the spread of the following public health instructions. Now we have stopped finding more infected people. We also have been testing over 500 people in our area for COVID-19. All people have negative results. At this time we are one of the strongest communities and are able to hold back the spread of COVID-19 in Karon district. In order of Phuket province, Karon has set up a checkpoint for screening people. Karon's own pandemic control center has been established and collaborating with all parties as the municipality, Karon Police Station and Administrative Division of Karon Sub-District. We have come together as a pandemic control center under the command of Phuket's administration. We have 3 checkpoints between Karon and Patong, which is located in the red zone. We have a special control of this area. Also, we have another checkpoint between Karon, Rawai and Karon and Chalong. These 3 checkpoints allow us to control the spread of the disease in Karon sub-district area for 100%. We had coordinators who spread the news and updated the situation to foreigners. Tourists who live in Karon district understand the situation and know that it is safe for them to stay in Karon district. Since the COVID-19 outbreak, Phuket is considered to be the area that is exposed to the epidemic. Karon Police Station is trying to support the government policy on establishing a checkpoint to lock down Karon sub-district, and we will overcome this crisis together. We are ready to take any necessary measures which will be performing our duty. Since April the 3rd, strict restrictive measures were implemented. A curfew was imposed throughout the kingdom from 10 to 4 a.m. In addition, sales of alcohol were suspended as well as shopping centers, cafes, restaurants, bars and massage parlors. Beaches and parks were closed, social distance measures were implemented, wearing masks became mandatory, and Phuket is under quarantine until further notice.
During quarantine, life in Phuket stopped, but there are still thousands of tourists and as many locals on the island. The heads of administrations of the island and local coordination centers maintain law enforcement, functioning of public utilities and life support day and night.
In the northern part of Phuket, in the Talang area, there is a main checkpoint. The execution of government orders here was personally monitored by District Mayor Suvit Sirivayong. Phuket's lockdown is one of the solutions to stop the epidemic. Everyone stayed at home and followed the government rules strictly. The result of this was good cooperation from local people and tourists. Also, we take care of our people. Local governments and charity organizations have brought food and consumer goods for local people. The largest number of infected as of May 1st was 86 people. This was recorded in the most popular tourist area of Phuket, Patong. This area was closed first, and the maximum amount of effort had to be applied to fight against the coronavirus.
Since COVID-19 came, it caused a difficult time, but it also has a good side such as Patong Beach. We can see that the beach is really beautiful with blue and white sand. The nature of Patong revived during the lockdown. I think dolphins are swimming at Patong Beach also. We start to talk about how we are going to open Phuket slowly and how to take care of the nature. We are going to bring back tourists. We still have to make a good checkup and allow tourists with no sickness only. If they do have fever or any sickness, we have to send them to get medical treatment first. Talking about services like transfers, accommodation, and restaurants, we're setting up the standard. How to ensure transfer services, how to take care of the facility sanitation, how do restaurants take care of the store and take care of their staff. Hotels also for tourists, no matter foreigners or Thai, we need to give Patong more time to recuperate. Now we're improving, taking care and recuperating Patong to be more beautiful and ready to welcome tourists.
The famous Bangla Road was completely closed as the biggest amount of corona positive cases came from here. During the quarantine period, a complete disinfection was carried out on the street and the area was prepared for opening. As a police officer who takes care of other people's lives, safety, valuables, and local tourists, as today we have really beautiful beaches, clear sea, white sand, and naturalness for supporting the tourists who come in after the province is open for tourism. In addition to the beautiful nature, we assure you of your safety in life and valuable belongings. This is important because everyone who comes to travel needs fun and to relax. Therefore, the problem that cannot occur at all is the safety of life. Whether it's about rising the price, being cheated, or being deceived, the police have prepared a full security team and its policy of the commander regarding smart police. Amazing changes have occurred with the nature of Phuket. Patong beaches have returned to its pristine appearance. Volunteers get together with the administration have carried out cleaning and took out tons of garbage. Active work was carried out by employees of the TAC Phuket. Our centre belongs to the Ministry of Tourism and Sport. Our centre is located in Phuket International Airport. Our work is mainly about providing information and support and solving problems.
Our staff job is to assist the tourists, both foreigners and Thai people. Both foreigners and Thai people since they landed, helping tourists who need help in every part. We also have an assistance center at Patong Tourist Police Station. We help with translation and any issues that tourists have.
A significant contribution to the prevention of the epidemic in Patong was made by Phuket Town's tourist police officer. Their work was closely related to ensuring the safety of tourists and providing them with the assistance in solving problems. Patong is much better than before because the entrepreneurs, hotels and restaurants are very cooperative. Everyone knows what to do. We can see that when we close the city, many things change. In the government departments there are also improvements in the roads and scenery. Not just Patong Beach, but many other beaches do the same. Step by step, measures to fight against the COVID-19 were carried out by the administration of the most southern region of Phuket, Rawai. Now we understand that the global situation has spread out a lot, especially in Europe and America. However, we tried to compare statistics of our country. The statistics are over 3,000 people, and there are a lot of treatments, and now the statistics, which are higher on the graph, are lower than they used to be. The government has concentrated on screening tests and is really working hard and laid down government measures. I am confident that the government can control this disease, COVID-19. After this, Thailand will open for tourists to visit Thailand. I believe that the Ministry of Public Health is able to control the spread of the coronavirus. In Phuket, the epidemic affected all districts of the island. For almost a month, the quarantine-deprived people living here have the opportunity to move freely and use the usual services. Compliance with restrictive measures was monitored by a huge number of civil servants and volunteers. Government, police, doctors, officials, leaders of public organizations. All these people worked to achieve one important result.
And this result was very fast. On April 11, the statistic of new infection began to decline. And on April 16, for the first time in a day, not a single new case was detected. Phuket stopped COVID-19 and a long and intensive recovering process began. Without a doubt, the pandemic has changed the usual way of life, business, and the thought of people. The work of all hotels on the island was suspended. The activities of medical institutions were reformatted. What will life and tourism in Phuket be like after pandemic? How quickly can daily habits recover?
The strongest blow was taken by hoteliers working in Phuket. By special order, the work of all hotels without exception was suspended. On this occasion, we were given a comment by the president of the Association of South Thailand Hotels. COVID-19 is a situation that we have never seen before. It has had a very large impact, causing 100% of hotels in Phuket to be closed. How long can tourism be infected? We cannot predict this. In this crisis, we have a good chance to make hotel renovations that we couldn't do before. Now we are taking this advantage, an opportunity to do it. The hotel is now closed in order to reduce costs. Every system will be shut down, like the air conditioning system, hot water system, and waste treatment system. too. However, we are ready for the service if the government allows us to run the business. We are ready to welcome our tourists again. The first thing that we might do is to start to talk to the Tourism Authority of China. What we will do is sell the voucher in advance, which can be used at the end of 2021. The market we look at is Thai people who believe in Thailand and travel through the country. Due to staying at home for a while, the second market is probably a Chinese market. Kindly be assured that Phuket and Thailand are ready to take care of your safety during your trip. The second most infected area in Phuket was Bang Tao in Chon Solei district. This is where the largest number of premium real estate, 5-star hotels, luxury villas are located. The localization of the outbreak of the disease in Bang Tao and the cessation of the spread of the disease had the most positive effect on the mood of the general manager of the most popular Angsana Laguna Phuket hotel.
Certainly this has been a challenging time for any hospitality or any industry for that matter anywhere in the world. At the start of the situation, the hotel understood that the first priority for such an emergency is actually based on the human condition. So of course we made the focus for all of our staff and all of our guests that we had at the time. And obviously we saw that there was diminishing number of international tourists into Phuket, but throughout the whole situation we remained positive, we remained confident. Obviously the response for Thailand and the authorities has been more than sufficient, and we believe that for all of the new sanitization measures, all of the new procedural measures that we've implemented in the resort, we're in a very good and very positive situation to welcome tourists back to the island very, very soon. Previous months has given the world the opportunity to reset and redevelop, and that's certainly been the case in Phuket as well. At Angsana Resort here in Laguna Phuket, we've seen the wildlife, the nature, the beautiful birds you can hear in the background, wonderful weather, the clean beaches, the beautiful oceans. Within Laguna Phuket, we have everything that represents the best of Thai hospitality experience. It's a perfect time to come back to Thailand. It's a perfect time to come and experience Thai hospitality, Thai service, Thai nature, and of course Thai cuisine when you come back to visit us here in Phuket.
The health sector of Phuket has always been at a high level. At that moment, when the coronavirus epidemic was announced, all hospitals switched on maximum readiness. The staff were provided with the necessary personal protection equipment, and special rooms were organized for future patients with coronavirus. Currently, the situation is well controlled. There are new cases in limited areas and not extended throughout the island. Therefore, two important issues that concern COVID-19 are transmission of the infection and a death rate which is higher than other flu outbreaks. Since the outbreak, there is no information whether patients or staff are infected from the hospital. Vachira Hospital worked in a special mode. They were ready to receive patients with COVID-19 day and night. The hospital has medical ventilators and other necessary equipment for the treatment of patients with coronavirus. Before we decide to open the tourism industry, we must make sure the numbers of outbreak of COVID-19 is low. Vachira Public Hospital includes doctors and staff. They are more at risk due to working directly with infected patients. However, every step has been taken, such as social distancing, washing hands and wearing masks. Vachira Phuket Hospital provides a coordinating center available for English, Russian and Chinese languages. Vachira itself has interpreters to coordinate with the embassy and tourist insurance companies. Gradually, Phuket is returning to normal life. Construction at major facilities has reopened. The tourist industry is already planning the restoration of its tourist flow. Nature has recovered and familiar places will surprise you with a refreshed look, and even those who are often coming to Phuket.
And this is the construction site of the future Evacuation luxury hotel, which is being curated by Phuket 9 Company. The first guests are ready to be welcomed on the 1st of July. The developer is taking unprecedented safety measures for construction workers and is building a new facility at an accelerated pace. Actually, there are many selling points and outstanding places in Phuket. It is one of the most beautiful islands in the world. Also, the value of both land and buildings in Phuket increases every day. Therefore, if this epidemic can be controlled 100% or known at all, the business property will run very well. There are still foreigners or even Thai people coming to invest or buy for themselves. To be returned as a normal situation, we want everyone to get experience not only the house and land for investment. You will get a lot of smiles from Thai people, good relationships, and amazing nature. Other things that you will get more than investment is that Thai people are generous and always love to help.
Everything is well. Now we are enjoying each other, enjoying our families, enjoying our time with our children. And about this story, everything passes. It will pass. So everything will be fine. You just need to wait a little bit. Be with your family. Enjoy this time before all these work-related activities start again. Everything will be fine.
Local experience this difficult period with their characteristic Buddhist philosophy, maintaining self-control and a positive attitude. Local residents support each other and do not lose faith in their best outcome. There are over 30 Buddhist temples in Phuket, but the most famous is Wat Chalong. People come here to see amazing Thai architecture, as Wat Chalong is a whole temple complex consisting of several buildings. Every day, Wat Chalong is visited by thousands of tourists.
Phuket can meet tourist expectations such as beautiful views, safe environment, clean hotels, and also Phuket people's hospitality. Due to the situation, we changed our management of support. I think this is a good opportunity to travel to Phuket. You will see the beautiful nature, good management, and security. We are ready to welcome people from all over the world to Phuket. As you can see, we have effectively screened people with our excellent public health system. The number of infected people can be reduced quickly. The COVID-19 disease screening and medical treatments and public health systems will be helpful to control the outbreak. Second is our hotel standards. We have SOP standards, which is to notify people to check in and check out, including cleanliness. Therefore, tourists will be taken care of by our staff when they arrive. And the last, since the pandemic started, we had to take care of all tourists who cannot fly back to their country. We have taken care of them in curfew situations and therefore invite everyone to travel to Phuket. We would like to inform you that Phuket is leading province in tourism. Therefore, in terms of management, it will be different from other provinces. Phuket is the prototype province for proactive screening. This was the cause for us to find out that more people were infected than other provinces. Since our method of investigating the disease and finding people infected, there will be a process for investigating the disease and follow-ups on those risk groups to find disease by using the swab method. However, the situation of Phuket has returned to normal. There are probably tourists from all over the world returning to Phuket as before. Phuket's beautiful coastal nature resources have been revitalized and are more beautiful. Phuket is a tourist world-class destination. On this occasion, I would like to invite tourists to come back to Phuket. We welcome the tourists with our great hospitality. Thank you.
In this difficult time when the whole world is fighting a pandemic, Phuket has demonstrated the unique persistence and unity of government, residents and visitors of the island. Today, we can say with confidence that Phuket is ready to receive tourists, and immediately after the resumption of international air traffic, it will be waiting for you again with well-known Thai hospitality. Welcome to Phuket.